Who tossed the coin?
Tails. Tails the call. And heads it is.
We'll have a bell first. Yep.
You'll have a bowl. Laura,
Toss News Ireland will bowl and it's going to play. They reckon it's going to be tough to judge.
Will be better. It's just a question of
Prendergast bowling. Onto the pads straight away, but good signs for Ireland. The ball, Ava Canning as they did for Prendergast. Edge. There's no one in third. No surprise considering the shape that Ava Canning bowls with, but short and beautifully played through the offside. Gets right on top of the bounce. Cut strongly and the diving fielder in point. That's the length that she wanted. Can get underneath it, clips it over wide, long on. Arlene Kelly does the... That's the chance and gone. To her. Those are the ones you want. Nice.
That Ireland wanted, taking this chance after one went down previously. Because that drop doesn't come back, it's all fielders on the offside.
Well, that was the length. Too full and lifted. She doesn't try and overhit it, Ellyse Healy. That was the key. And 2 or 3. So Perry now, her first chance. That was, I mean, you can't call it a chance, but straight away edging Ava Canning and a boundary.
I suspect that she'll throw in here.
Goes for the Yorker, but Perry.
Course of people trying to get access to those guys. It's a
Perry, expansive, steps into that one, lifts it over mid on and
full delivery.
Edged and through. They'd put in the slip. Cara Murray came.
But perhaps just now that she's finished, because now she needs to kick on as the free hit is drilled over extra cover. Gabby Lewis had half a chance of stopping.
Ireland can improve. And improve Georgina Dempsey has. Got rid of the skipper Ellyse Healy for the second than Ellyse Healy.
This is what I was saying when...
And it's, in a sense, with this team.
So 24 off 27. It's the end of the Australian skip.
Oh, she's chopped. Dempsey's on a hat-trick.
McGrath, her eyes lit up. Often do you see when batters go to cut.
Ali McGrath hasn't been in the most.
Full toss, and Ellyse Perry's in far too good nick to miss out on that. She just leans on her at this point after this Dempsey delivery. She goes full and wide. It's driven very hard. Prendergast has work to do on the cover boundary. She goes to those points just yet. What a shot that is. It's probably the
You might take to get a wicket.
Oh, flicked, and it was aerial. Not in control of that shot was Beth Mooney, but it's wide of Cara Murray at 45, and Rebecca Stokel is busy once again. Full again, driven down the ground, and it's this time it's in the gap. Mooney just leans on that one nice.
Into the attack. And she's been duly pumped straight over long off for 6.
And this one picks out the gap perfectly, just in front of Gabby Lewis, and it's a tempter again, Laura Delaney today, and she was really impressive over the last few weeks. Full toss, and Perry shuffles down, gets it high on the bat, but a good swing, and in bowling herself.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because I did a piece with some kids. As Perry goes to 50 from 59 deliveries, really down to acknowledge that performance from her with a bit of disappointment.
Lovely footwork and perfect placement. They kept her quiet. And beautiful placement again. That same gap found.
The way she did.
Cara Murray now. Back into the attack. Lifted into the leg side. Well directed down toward. One away. And out. Back into the attack and takes the... She'd go on the attack to get her 50.
In between and a purchase in this pitch.
So
Seen Ava bowl more outside the power play. That's where she bowls most of her overs. It's a gorgeous flick shot through the leg side. Pierces the gap and will run away to the fence, it looks like. Up inside the circle. She's still inviting her to play that shot. That's very short, and that's hit out into the leg side. It looks like it's in the gap. One back. This This time Gordon does use her feet, and she has beaten Minon, who's in the circle. Prendergast will try and come round, but she can't.
Allowed by Ashley Gardner to bowl that length for too long. Pulls it back, but again, that hand's thrown at it. Hit with more. Five who's in the ring. And that's perfectly placed between extra cover and in between matches. Georgina Dempsey, 2 full and 2 straight. And things just looking too... A strong shot, but straight the other end. Ellyse Perry goes for 91 from 99. She came.
Hit that was aerial, but apart from that, she's been fully in control, playing on the...
Take the wicket. Air given, and this time she doesn't miss out. 2 full from her
spell. Oh my God! Sutherland responds with a beautiful drive.
Players have this ability to look to go big.
Well, speaking of going big, that is absolutely one over too many. They managed to sneak in those couple of overs. This 42nd over has already gone for 13, and it's a drag down, and that'll be another 6. That's 3 in a row from Ash Gardner. She
Delaney.
Dempsey takes the pace off. It's a decent option, but it's timed.
Maybe that little bit of invention in the field.
Oh, slower ball again. It was open for it, and she's missed out, and Dempsey has 4 for it.
Stick from Georgina Dempsey there, the little off cutter. Having a laugh. Maybe he'll have the last laugh. Who knows? But that's certainly some...
She tries to go over mid-wicket again. Rebecca Stokel is out there. Oh, she's misread it. But she's going to take all the pace off. Short and cut hard, and that will be 4. Far too short. Extra.
Orla Delaney.
Down the track she goes. This should be a chance. Orla Prendergast is settling underneath it, under mid-wicket. Oh, you'd certainly back her to take it. As this is down the track again, it could be another chance. It's Gabby Lewis under it. She's been safe as houses. Ends up being semi-costly.
Murray.
Yeah, well, she's gone straight. I think by following Sutherland, who's trying to hit it straight forward with her movement down there, and she's ended up slicing it down to long off. And here comes Dempsey. Georgia Wareham on strike, looks to go over the offside. She picks the gap to, and that's another bad. Even when she doesn't land it, she's bowling it full enough that it's very hard to get underneath. Well, that one has been well and truly got underneath. Louise Little came.
The Aussie 10 taking cover big.
Oh, this could be another one. This will be another. Prendergast settles. She jumped
with a shot.
Oh, Kelly goes very full. This time she does get the block hole. Kelly's final over, but she still is economical at number.
A slower over rate. So here's your card.
And from there, Australia just they slow down. Well, literally immediately after Dempsey's 2 and 2, and her.
You know, Canning and Prendergast struggled a wee bit early on, but your summary is there, and really
competitive throughout that middle period when perhaps they don't have necessarily the same power options as Australia.
her partner.
Short for straight away.
That's that one straight at Paul, and there's a fielder in the deep, but unfortunately for her goes straight.
Facing consistent deliveries, it's something they struggled with. As Lewis fixed that one nicely. Plenty of pace on the ball, so that could easily run away to the boundary. It holds up just short. It's Sutherland's fine leg. Mops it up. Good sign from it. She hasn't really been able to get her hands through the ball.
Well, there's the swing. Back in towards Lewis. It thuds into... Cannons into the pad, big shout, and Reynolds raises out there that Kim Garth got her first wicket of one of her.
Garth, like you said, angling the ball in, nipped. Generally when you get hit on the back leg, not a lot of distance between.
This year so far, Amy Hunter plays for the Dragons, of course, and trained together there. 2 straight from Garth, and there it is, another short ball, and dealt with by Hunter. Didn't available for that, so come down if you're in the area. This uses the pace, no third, so Georgia Wareham will have to chase this one down. She does well, just about reels it in. Gabby Lewis, good running from her.
We saw Amy Hunter play the pull shot, and Gabby Lewis has said.
I think that's the pleasing part.
Short again, and that is absolutely pummeled over mid-wicket by Amy Hunter. She's... Oh, that's big. It's a long boundary out there, so I don't think it'll go all the way. Oh. Missing leg. Down the track again, she goes over mid-on and she's cleared her.
Can happen.
Well, there's the short ball and it's been absolutely thumped by Lewis. Tossed up again, Hunter goes over mid-on. That is absolutely massive. It's yet another.
And you kind of say to yourself, well, we saved 25 today and here's how.
What a shot that is from
Good
Gabby
shot.
Lewis. She finally gets that straight drive. It gets to the boundary as long as it gets there. She's timed that well as well. So well, in fact, that it's burst the hands of extra cover. And we were just talking about, I think.
I hear you.
Tossed up an edge, and that will be 4. Not where Hunter was trying to hit it, but nonetheless.
And just the power with which she hits it is quite incredible. Lewis chance almost, no, just about straight enough to beat Tally. Able to shift between gears in this innings. That's very adjacent and an easy decision. Lewis opted to go back and just didn't get.
I'm sure herself, but you can clearly see this pushed in quicker turn because, again, it was one of those that seemed to rattled. Put in a very good foundation.
Uses her feet and gets herself out of trouble with great hands there. Orla Prendergast have struggled with in maybe 12 months now. And an edge this time. One went past. Leg stump. Edged and gone. Stayed leg side with Orla Prendergast.
As we see it. Not too.
And well, might Orla Prendergast regret since 7. She used to bat really well with Kim composition I was just mentioning, Netherlands and Zimbabwe, and it's a big step up against Australia. And she has made the step up very nicely indeed. The young in the game at the moment. Amy Hunter takes on the fielder at long on chance and takes long end.
Long Ireland in their response to Australia looked so good, and she's caught a lot of that, but straight down Georgia Wareham's throat, and they don't drop them.
Join her captain Laura Delaney out show today. She's bowled a little bit two sides. It says and bowlers. Georgina Dempsey showed what she could do today. A rare loose delivery from Gardner, well directed from Laura Delaney. Well, that wasn't where that was meant to go, but it's taken a thick edge from.
As if you'd notice how wide her stance is, and well,
straight. Well, you won't get many easier chances.
She was, as a result, half-hearted. And
into the waiting fielder's hands. So Georgia Wareham comes back.
Vertical blade.
These two play their club cricket for Leinster Cricket Club together. And elevated up the order today.
Ash Gardner, you can Gabby Lewis out like that.
Takes a little shimmy forward. That's her way of reminding herself to maybe come forward. But Arlene Kelly it is that and out. That's the one that goes on the back foot, looks to play square with
the trap. They were inviting her to cut with the field. Don't
it through the offside.
To go onto the back foot and try and access that course.
Jess Jonathan bowling her third. And that's, as you're likely to see, just held up in the wicket a touch. Jess Jonathan gets her.
Taking it cover. Just held in the pitch a little bit, not quite sure what happened there. Kelly, I should say. And it would look like there's not much point. Oh, Mary takes it on and she's comfortably cleared mid-on.
Was her knee?
No, it certainly looked like it was the left calf, of course. We are correct. That is the end of the game.
Who couldn't partake. We will learn more with Gabby Lewis and Amy Hunter. You know, if you got yourself in, as staff look to get the covers on, and this. But really, the outstanding partnership of the day, Hunter and Lewis.
The struggle down there. No one really stands up, and it's something that we saw a lot of.
The tale of woes. There they are, 14-4. So there's your match summary. A convincing victory for Australia, 321 for 7.